Alright, here's a look at my training for the last week. I got back to my normal routine here this week after the previous week to us was Thanksgiving here in the US. So I was traveling that week. Still got some lift in and some cardio in, but not like my normal routine. So I just treated it more like a deload week. So that was nice. Obviously, nice to take a deload week. Came back in feeling pretty fresh this week. But yeah, always nice to get back to the normal routine here. And starting out is my first upper body day of the week. Usually on my upper body days here, I've been liking to superset a push and a pull movement lately. It's just how I've been liking to structure these workouts at this point in my training program. So starting off there with a superset of incline bench and some Yates rows. Yates rows are a new movement for me. I've always kind of wanted to throw in some more barbell row type work into my programs, but I've never been able to find a good place for it. So I'm kind of hoping that the Yates rows can fill that in. Moving on then was a superset of dumbbell high incline presses and chin-ups. And lastly was chest flies, dumbbell flies, and meadows rows, and just finishing out with some rear guard work. Overall, this week has been feeling pretty good. After taking the last week off, like I said, I came back in a little bit more fresh than usual. That also meant I am dealing with a little bit more soreness than I would usually expect here after, just kind of a normal week of training. But I think that's just due to, taking a week off and just jumping back into it this week. Just not quite being used to it. Nothing too bad, but just a little bit more sore than normal. But I was able to hit some +1s on a few movements in this week. I think incline bench there and behind the neck press, which is coming up. I got one more rep than I had done the previous time I had run through this training cycle 2 weeks ago, so that was great. This day here is an arms day, always a great day here. Similar to upper body, I like to superset these. Obviously arms are pretty easy to superset between biceps and triceps, not too demanding, and always nice to get a nice arm pump going, so always a fun day to throw in some arms. Next up here is my second upper body day of the week. Generally, I like to start my upper body days just with some shoulder isolation work. Just helps my shoulders start feeling a little bit better before I move on to any of the more heavier pressing movements. I found that if I started with the heavier presses, it took me a while to get warmed up, to get my shoulders to the point where I felt okay doing the ranges of motion that I wanted to be able to do. And this day here, instead of starting off with horizontal push here, now I'm starting off with a vertical push. This day was these behind the neck presses, like I said here. The last time I did this, I did 3 sets. I got 6, 6, and 5. This time I got 6s straight across, so I was happy with that. Next up, a good old weighted calisthenics supersets of dips and pull-ups. I got a new rack down here in my home gym. It's a little bit shorter than my old one, so I couldn't quite get to the bottom range of motion there on my chin-ups and pull-ups, or else the weights would end up resting on the floor. So I couldn't quite go the whole way down. So just something I'll have to get used to with this new rack. Next up, this is actually Saturday here. It's a circuit conditioning day for me. I basically just pick like 5 exercises on this day. Pick a rep target for each and just hit it as fast as I can, roll through the whole thing as fast as I can. And actually, to start off on this circuit, I did a 50 cal echo bike, forgot to film it, so here's a picture of my dog instead. And also, just as proof that I do hit legs as well, here's a screenshot of what I did on my 2 lower body days of the week. These were just done at my local gym, mainly to take advantage of the leg extension and leg curl machines that I don't currently have in my home gym. So yeah, and also just to show as proof that I do in fact hit legs on a regular basis. Thanks for watching.